Hope Worker Centre here tries to deal not just with the victims, but also with the structural causes of why they become victims. So it doesn't just kind of help individuals get the rights, the basic, very basic rights that are there under the labour law, but it also lobbies with other groups to seek to change the law, to make it more human, to put the human at the centre of the equation, not profit. Because when profit goes to the centre of the equation, the human is lost. The human person simply becomes another object, the same as a bench in a factory, the same as a machine.
I let them know that as a group of 50 or 100 migrant workers, they have power and they have strength if they stand in solidarity with each other. Naturally, they have fear in standing up for their rights.
来，这个是来，前面有 7-Eleven， 然后 Hope.
This one if me here have problems.
Yes, yeah, if you have problems.
This fear is genuine, I acknowledge that, and I respect it. I never put any force on migrant workers to stand up for their rights. It is their choice, not mine.
Do you have forced savings?
Yeah.
How much is your forced savings?
3,000.
3,000.
If they choose to stand up for their rights, I say to them, I will be with them in solidarity. The international trend in migration is the feminization of migration. Over 50% of migrants in the world are women. Here in Taiwan, the trend is that the number of female migrant workers is increasing every year.
The struggle of migrant workers in Taiwan is just a small part of the struggle of migrants worldwide. In fact, the movement of people from one country to another is one of the social phenomena of our time. At present, about 150 million immigrants are spread all over the world, most moving because of political conflicts or intense poverty. These migrant workers, like those in Taiwan, desperately need jobs to provide wages that could help their families escape poverty. The reality that migrant workers discover is a corrupt system that seeks to exploit them whenever it can. Fortunately, many find a helping hand at Hope Worker Centre.
One of the things that I found that was important for me was how powerful the Church's social teachings are when it comes to workers and when it comes to migrant workers. John Paul II in particular has spoken out so many times about the rights of workers and particularly about the rights of migrant workers. It is an integral part of preaching the gospel to seek to change the situation of injustice that migrant workers find themselves in. So it's not just something that's on the periphery. It's not just something that we can do or we cannot do. It's an integral part of preaching the gospel.
Next Sunday, when he comes back to the Hope Worker Centre, if he comes back with all his pay slips, and we can have a closer look at his pay slips to see how much money his employer owes him.
Dan lebih jelas itu dilihat dari kartu taka itu.
The plight of the migrant workers seeking justice is a difficult struggle for Hope Worker Centre. It's impossible to know how many migrant workers are being cheated and abused. For every worker who comes to Hope Worker Centre, how many more remain silent under abuse? There are many who make huge profits off the migrant workers. Corruption is rampant in the system, and the courts are slow to act.
8,000 หรือ 80
Hope Worker Centre vows to care for people, to pursue justice, to remain in the struggle for as long as it takes.
when they come to Mass on Sunday, they know that God loves them, God understands them, and God listens to their pain and their struggles.
I am so grateful to everyone at Hope Worker Center. I feel very lucky to have found my way here. I often give a prayer of thanks for all the people at the center. Their support helps me to understand that I can live through this trauma and walk out from the shadows that have surrounded me.